There were plenty of twists and turns leading up to the Echoes ending, but there still remained a lot of unanswered questions after the Netflix miniseries had concluded. Echoes offers a unique spin on the good twin evil twin trope. Though the ending of Echoes resolves much of the tension created by its plot, the unreliability of the series' narrative means that viewers are left with more questions than answers. Echoes follows the story of Lenny and Gina, both played by Michelle Monaghan, twins who have created chaos in the lives of their loved ones by switching places with each other. Though swapping identities was meant to benefit them, neither got what they wanted. Echoes set up a lot of mysteries, but these were not all resolved, which surrounds the ending of Echoes in an air of ambiguity. Lenny's family implodes as her marriage ends, while Gina loses her opportunity to start a new life with her high school sweetheart, Dylan, when he is mysteriously murdered. Lenny and Gina reveal their true feelings toward one another, ultimately leading to the latter's suicide. However, there is evidence that Gina does not actually die, creating unanswered questions surrounding the Echoes ending. Is Lenny or Gina with Charlie at the end of Echoes? Clues hint at the truth despite the intended ambiguity. Even after the twin schemes become public knowledge, there is still some doubt over who is who, especially during the show's last scenes with Charlie. The Echoes ending reveals that Charlie wrote a book about his experience with the twins. During an event to promote the book's release, a woman in a hat and sunglasses, who is clearly one of the twins, asks Charlie what happened to Gina's body after she threw herself off the waterfall. Afterward, in the final scene of the miniseries, Charlie is visited by one of the sisters at his home, and he assumes she is the same one who attended the book reading given that Gina is supposedly dead. Yet, she tells him she has been waiting for him for over an hour, indicating she was not at the bookstore. Echoes ends with Charlie, and the audience, wondering who is actually with him, Lenny or Gina. While it's left unclear which twin is with Charlie, she is most likely Gina, while Lenny is the woman at the reading. Earlier in the series, Lenny is shown changing her appearance, so it makes sense for her to be the woman in the more elaborate disguise at the bookstore. Plus, Gina would have no reason to ask what happened to her own body. There are also clues that Gina is with Charlie at the end, both visually and textually. The woman with Charlie is wearing clothes and makeup that are more in line with Gina's appearance. When Charlie tells her that he will figure out which twin she is, she replies, "Maybe. Maybe I don't even know anymore," which echoes a similar line that Gina says earlier in the series when she is being interrogated by Sheriff Floss, Karen Robinson. She also tells Charlie she has unfinished business with him, which makes more sense for Gina, as his last conversation with Lenny feels final. Still, although there are signs pointing to which twin appears at the end of Echoes, the show purposely leaves the woman's identity open for speculation. Why Lenny wanted to switch places with Gina, as kids and adults. Gina was blamed for the acts of Lenny but still agreed to the switches. Although both Lenny and Gina participated in switching places with each other throughout their lives, the scheme was ultimately Lenny's idea. During their childhood, Lenny wanted to swap with Gina in order to protect her after seeing what happened to their mother. Despite this motive, trading places more often seemed to benefit Lenny, with Gina being labeled Bad Gina for acts Lenny committed while they were switched, such as pushing Claudia. As an adult, Lenny felt strained from the pressures of marriage and new motherhood and wanted to switch places with Gina in order to give them both an escape. This equally benefited Gina, who got to experience motherhood while posing as Lenny after she had suffered a miscarriage. While posing as Lenny, Gina was also able to reconnect with her former love, Dylan James, Jonathan Tucker, which set the events of the Echoes ending into motion. The church fire explained why Lenny lit the fire. Lenny ensured Dylan would be blamed. One of the biggest mysteries in the Echoes ending is what happened at the church fire when Gina and Lenny were teenagers. The public believed Dylan started the fire given that he left town after the incident, but Lenny was later revealed to be guilty of the crime, as there was a lion charm, her symbol, found at the scene. Though the truth remained unknown for years, Dylan tells Gina that after the fire, Lenny told him the police believed he and Gina were the ones responsible.